You know what's interesting is like liberal logic makes absolutely no sense on so many different levels. Because people have made, like my wife, has stayed home, and she's talked to different people that don't stay home throughout her entire career of staying home as a stay-at-home mom and raising our children. That was one thing. That was one thing that even though I wasn't saved, that was one thing I'm really glad that my wife and I, we had that one right. We're like, no. As soon as we have children, I want my wife raising our own children. That's one thing. Before we even got married, we talked about that. I didn't want my wife working, and we didn't want to put our kids in daycare and have all this. I wanted my wife, I had this crazy idea. I wasn't even saved. I wasn't saved for like another 10 years. This crazy idea that I just wanted to raise my own children. Nuts. But that's where we were. And what's interesting is when people find out that my wife stays home, even if they don't stay home, they always said, oh, that's great. They don't stay home, but they would always say to my wife, that's great that you stay home. Well, my question to liberals is to just follow that logic, follow that thinking. Some liberal person who works and has their children in daycare and public school would say to my wife, well, that's great that you stay home. Why is it good? Why is it great? What's great about it? Like, if it's great, why don't you do it? Could we just follow it through just a little bit? Why is it good? It's the same thing logic with like abortion. I would like to ask liberals, is abortion good? Is it a good thing? You will find very few people that say abortion is a good thing. And then you say, okay, if some liberal who's pro-choice and thinks that abortion should be legal, you say, well, is abortion itself, is the idea of abortion, is it good or bad? Most people that aren't just like crazy psychotic reprobates would say it's not a good thing, it's bad. And then you just have to ask the question, why is it bad though? And just follow that through. So to be a liberal thinker, you just have to be you have to have the ability to not follow linear thought processes. Because if it's bad, why is it bad? Because if it's not good, there's only one reason it's not good. There can only be one possible reason that abortion is not good, and that's that it's taking a human life.